Good morning, everyone. It is April 7th, Saturday, and we are heading out on our first backpacking trip of the season. I'm pretty excited to show you guys where we're going, and it's kind of, we chose it pretty,
poetically.
Yeah, pretty carefully, because we thought it had some great symmetry, so we're excited to get out there. It's a bit late, it's almost 11 a.m. and we wanted to be on trail by now, but we're slow in the mornings, so I'm having a rude gesture made at me right now. We're just grabbing coffee and we're going to be heading out there, so I will check in on the drive there. And there is the Bridge of the Gods. And this is Cascade House. So we're here, we parked in town, and we are walking up to the Bridge of the Gods. I do want to state that it feels a little, I don't know, blasphemous that we're going to be walking across the Bridge of the Gods, backpacking, just because it's such an iconic part of the PCT, and
this means we'll be coming home.
But we have walked across it before, actually during PCT days, and it's just kind of in our backyard, and so all of the PCT sections that we've stepped foot on have been before and after the Bridge of the Gods. And really, the reason we're doing it is just to avoid paying for parking.
It's not the paying, it's we don't know if there's permits required.
Yeah.
Overnight is allowed, and so we're just avoiding the hassle by parking.
Yeah.
We're not trying to avoid fees.
Well, yeah. But, so yeah, we are doing a very small section of PCT this weekend. It's a really important section for us, and I think I'm going to talk about that when we actually get to the trailhead, on the Washington side. So I will check in as we go. So there is the PCT trailhead on the Oregon side. It's closed as of right now. What? So unfortunately it's still closed. We have been on that section, which was beautiful. I'm hoping it reopens, but this is the Bridge of the Gods. And there is a big PCT blaze. So there is the blaze on the Washington side. I tried to video on the bridge, but it was so windy that was just not happening.
I just think of wrist bungees. I'll be one for me.
We almost lost Corey's pack cover because it's been raining, so we had our packs covered, and thankfully we got it back, but that was almost not good.
We did have to run it down.
So yeah, it was gorgeous, but I couldn't film any of it because, yeah, windy. But, you know, that bridge crossing doesn't count, so I will get it the next time.
Dog Mountain.
Alright, so we're on the Washington side of the gorge. We just crossed the Bridge of the Gods. We're stopping at a little rest stop right off to the right of the bridge just because the restrooms at Cascade Locks were closed for the winter and early spring. So I'm just gonna kind of, as we, like, before we head to the trailhead, just kind of want to cover why we chose this hike for this weekend, for our first of the season. So in about 2015, I realized that doing the PCT was something I really wanted to do. It was important to me, and obviously still is. I made that decision. It was kind of a slow decision, but it suddenly hit me that this was something I had to do. And if I was going to do it, then I had to kind of reassess how I was living my life and what I was prioritizing, and you know, it was kind of changing the view of what my future was going to look like. And I wasn't communicating with Corey very well about that at the time, and so you know, things were kind of rough. I wasn't really talking, like, for about a week. I wasn't really talking, and he knew something was up but wasn't quite sure what, and he had actually, you know, started to have the same feeling of I want to do the trail but not sure if we can, and I was like, I have to do this, which means we have to change things, meaning we have to get back to physical fitness, and we had to, you know, kind of reassess what we were going to do after school, because we were in school at the time, and it was just this whole kind of realization that this was going to become my life if I made this decision. And so one day it kind of all came to a head, and we were like, we need to take a day to just kind of talk and process, and he asked me if I wanted to go hiking. I was like, no, I don't. Let's just go drive somewhere. And so he asked me if we wanted to go to the beach, which was our usual drive, and I was like, no, we've done that a lot. We didn't want to go to the countryside, so we decided to go to the gorge, which we hadn't done before together, and we hadn't really hiked out here, and we hadn't really done anything like that. And so I was like, you know, let's go look at the Bridge of the Gods. And at the time, I, for some reason, didn't realize that the Bridge of the Gods was a part of the PCT. Like, I think I had heard it, but I didn't really acknowledge it, like, know it. But I had been on the Bridge of the Gods with my mom at one point, and he had never seen it. So we're like, let's go look at the Bridge of the Gods. And so we're driving, and the day was kind of meh and morose, and we're chit-chatting, you know, we're talking, and we drive up, and we see that emblem, and it's the PCT, and we didn't realize. I was like, oh my god, this is the PCT. And he's like, whoa. And so we, you know, paid the toll, got across the bridge, and we're looking for the trailhead. Where's the trailhead? It's over here somewhere. And so we found it, and we looked at each other and we're like, we can't not. And we weren't prepared. We didn't have the proper, you know, shoes to go hiking. We didn't have any water. It was really hot out. But we got out, and we ended up hiking a couple miles on the PCT, and it was a really grounding, kind of emotional experience, because it was a, yeah, we're doing this for both of us. And we ended up meeting a thru-hiker that day, and Moonburned, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. We were so, like, over excited and talked your head off for way too late into the evening, and so we're sorry, but we had a blast, and it was definitely one of the big deciding moments for both of us that, yeah, we both want to do this and we're going to do it. And from that point forward, we made this our life focus, and it has been ever since from that point. And so we decided that there was no other place that would be perfect to start our last training season than doing an overnight on that section of PCT. Again, it feels a little blasphemous, a little weird, doing this kind of iconic section before we've earned it. But it's the section that's right in our backyard, and again, it was the first place that I set foot on the PCT, and from that point forward, I was like, this is what my life's gonna be. So we will start our training season
our backpacking season, and we have a lot of fun stuff planned for this year to get prepped for 2019. So there was a perfect symmetry to coming out here this weekend and doing our very first overnighter, our very first backpacking trip of 2018, our last year before the trail, on the PCT. So we're both very excited. I'm gonna fully admit, like, this topic makes me kind of emotional because it's such a big thing for me. The first time I put steps on the PCT, I did kind of cry a little bit. Like, it was ridiculous, but yeah, so this is kind of a really exciting, I mean, I spent that whole day just kind of wishing I had a pack and was with the Thru-hikers, and next year I will be, and so it's kind of cool to be carrying my PCT pack on this overnighter. And it's just an overnighter. We're doing like 12 miles total over the whole weekend, so not a whole lot, but we're looking forward to it. So on we go. So here we are, Pacific Crest Trailhead on the Washington side. It's wet, it's raining, as you can see by rain gear, but we're about to get moving. One benefit to spring hikes. So the trail, literally, you have to like hop across it. And now's the uphill. And that does not look uphill on camera. But Corey's way up there, and I'm way down here. Mostly because I stopped to get some video and try something out, and then actually kind of, I think, like, snagged my frog togs, which kind of sucks, but they're only my training frog togs, and they still work just fine. So I'm not going to stress it, because I'm going to have to buy some new ones before the trail anyway. But here's Corey, and I don't know if that looks steep to you at all. It might look flat, but it's not. So yeah, up we go. Oregon side of the gorge. We're officially away from the road, although we can still hear it a little bit. But I had to take video of this section because it is just beautiful. Now I'm huffing and puffing a bit, but we were just talking about how we are in so much better shape than we were, slipped on mud, than we were the first time we came through here. And we were just having a blast. We just, as we usually do on these hikes, got to talking about training this season and what hikes we're gonna have to do when, and this is just so much fun. I really wouldn't want to be anywhere else today. And I know it's just an overnighter, And that is nothing compared to the PCT, but it is a start. And we are on a little trail crossing.
Depending on how we feel tomorrow, we might have to peek off the edge of that.
That could be cool. Alright. Ooh. Lots of wind. And rain. Alright. Onwards to the
From a
PCT.
tree, not the sky. Is it still rain?
Yes, dear.
Or is it just crying trees?
Shall we?
Like the cicadas, they scream sometimes. That clearing.
Yeah.
Look for a slide or something.
Wouldn't be surprising. And there's our first blaze of the day. So last time we came through here, it was late summer, so all of the trees were in bloom and all of the brush and everything was overgrown, and so this we did not notice. So we were hiking through just now, coming from the trail right there, and we came down, turned around, and we were like, what is that? There is a whole lake like smack in the middle of the forest right there that we were not aware of.
It's so blue.
For a second we were like, that's not Gillette Lake. We're pretty sure we're not there yet, and that's not where we remember it being. So it was kind of a cool little discovery where we were like, dude, there's a like lake thing there. I'm not gonna be, ooh, yay, sun's coming out a little bit. I am not going to be filming too much in the next small little stretch just because it's been raining and Corey's phone died and my phone's about to die. So as soon as his phone's charged up, then we'll charge mine up and I can keep filming our day, but might be a little sparse between now and the lake, the next lake. Alright, so on we go.
Should say
Little crossroads right before we get to Gillette Lake. I mean, we still have like a little bit to go, but not much.
We're getting a mile and a half.
Yeah. So last time we came through here, the trail was surrounded by blackberry bushes.
Which are still here. There's just no blackberries.
Yeah, well, they're not grown in yet. But even late, I think we went like, I don't know, August, September, I don't know. We went summer, like late summer.
Yeah. Shortly before PCT days.
Yeah. And we we ate lots of blackberries on the walk too.
So sweet and juicy. But we were also dehydrated and hadn't brought food. So
yeah, because we weren't expecting to hike that day.
On doing a hike.
But yeah,
You gotta
so
show those hills above us.
we're looking at these hills all surrounding us, and it's just
Misty giants.
gorgeous. So we just ran across two more people, and it was kind of a fun interaction because the woman was like, hikers, and asked us if we were doing the whole trail, and we're like, no.
Wet people.
Yeah, she was like, wet people.
It also has some symmetry to our last time out here. Hiker trail.
That's true. Last time we were out here, we were hiking at night on the way back to our car with a thru-hiker, and we came across these two or three guys who were thru-hiking, but they were night hiking, and it was funny, they only saw the headlamp that the thru-hiker we were hiking with had, and they were like hiker trash, and it was just kind of funny because only one of us was, and I was the one who was all like giddy and excited to meet thru-hikers and backpackers, and
she fangirls, honestly.
I do about everything. I'm not ashamed of it. But it's funny because that woman was just like, hikers, white people. She's like, are you doing the whole trail? And we're like, no, not right now. Next year we'll be through hiking. We're just doing a training hike this weekend, so just a weekend backpacking trip. And she just like gushed over. She's like, I'm so excited for you guys, and I'm super jealous, and that's amazing, and how far are you going today? And it was just kind of a funny little experience because last time that was me. And I don't know, it's just making things feel more real. It's just making like the training feel actually like training. And we're working. We're not just calling it training and, you know, taking strolls in the park. We're working. But it's just time's ticking down. And I know we have quite a bit of time still left. We're, you know, just under a year. But after, what, 5 years of waiting, a year seems like nothing. So it's just fun. And we're enjoying being out here, and this section is gorgeous. Big trees and giant boulders and just having a blast. I know I'm saying that over and over and over again, but we're just really enjoying ourselves. Steep little decline. Gorgeous forest views. And, of course, the necessary Pac-Man impression. Corey has told me that he's going to try and do that in all of my videos. We'll see about that. Sorry for the shakiness. My iPod does not have great stabilization, and I am carrying poles and knocking things around and not being the most stable myself. This is just amazing.
If it keeps going long, I'm going to put my jacket back on.
Yeah, it is starting to rain again.
A little bit.
I don't know how well you can see that, but trail keeps going that way, and we are heading out of the forest, which means we are just a few turns from Gillette Lake. Last time we came through here, it was very hot. And this whole little section is pretty exposed. And we weren't prepared for it. So it seemed grueling, but it's gorgeous now. I mean, it was gorgeous then. A lot less green, but this is really cool to see in a different context than last time, both mindset and physical capability and just different season. It's just a lot of fun. A lot of cool scenery today. Here's Corey. It's beautiful. We went from mud to rocks, which is both easier and harder to hike on. So we stopped for just a moment to remove the pants of our frog togs because it's raining, but not a whole lot. Funny thing is, we keep laughing because every time we say that it's not raining as much, it immediately starts raining a little more, which keeps cracking us up. But yeah, we're just kind of going up, down, up, down. I don't know if you can see it on here, but you can actually see the ridge where the trail is. And then we're going to disappear up into that little hill on the other side, go down, cross road, and there will be Gillette Lake, where we are planning on doing lunch and chilling for a short period of time, and then hiking on a few miles to camp. So yeah, I think this is probably my last video until Gillette Lake, just because there isn't a whole lot between here and there. So I will check in at the lake. Here is Gillette Lake. There's a trail that goes right down to the lake's edge. It is just awesome. Fire pit, please do not do this. Don't burn your trash. That's just a crap thing to do. So, this is our view for lunch today. Definitely happy about that.
It's horrible. Ugly.
Alright, so I wanted to do a quick video while we were sitting here. Just kind of explaining why we're backpacking on a rainy day. Or a rainy weekend.
We're in the Pacific Northwest and have no other option.
Well, there's part of it. It rains a lot here, but mostly it's because it's not snowing, it's not freezing. We have the gear to do so, and it's something that we're gonna have to encounter and deal with while we're out there. So getting the experience now just seems like good training and the best bet for success while we're out there. So it's super, super hot outside. We go hiking. We obviously make sure we're prepared by having cool clothes and sunscreen and water and everything we need, but we go hiking. It's freezing outside, we go hiking. It's raining, we go hiking. Or, in this case, backpacking. We're just trying to get ourselves accustomed to and confident in a variety of temperatures and weather and all of that, so that when we're out in the PCT and we're miles from town and we get hit with some storm, we're not like, oh god, we don't know how to hike, backpack in the rain. We'll have some experience with that. So now that it's not frozen out here,
time to start backpacking and getting comfortable with it all. So yeah, that's one of the reasons we're out here. Also, we're carrying all of our training gear, which means we're both carrying like 40 to 50 pound packs, which is not the weight that's going to be coming with us on the PCT. Most of our stuff is
the heavy parts of the desert. Then yeah, it is.
Well, no, I mean with water and stuff, but not gear.
No, I know. That's all I meant.
Our gear is really bulky and really heavy because we're taking mostly training gear, which is all REI, garage sale, heavy, cheap stuff that will do the job, but you don't want to take out on a long trail like the PCT. But we're intentionally training heavier than the PCT so that by the time we have our PCT packs and our base weight is lower than our current base weight, it doesn't feel like a crazy heavy weight to us because we've been training with 40 to 50 pound packs. So it's all just kind of intentionally designed to get us comfortable as possible while we're out there.
It's hard.
So, yeah, so that is why we are being crazy people when it is soaking wet and we're carrying super heavy packs. It's Washington, yeah.
Allegedly.
So,
Don't let her fool you. We're in Mexico. So I've been lying the whole time.
It's Washington.
Evading arrest.
You're very weird.
You know, evading arrest, not arresting, but like, I don't know.
Okay,
Stop
and I'm going to end the
listening
video there. So, Gillette Lake is as far as we've gone on the PCT on the Washington side. And our campsite is about the one that we just decided we were going to hike to today. It is about 2 miles, it's like 2.2 miles from here. So, a little bit longer to go and some new trail to experience, which will be fun. It's about 5 o'clock right now, so we should get to camp pretty soon, and it's just chilling for the night.
We're out there in November, and we're getting used throughout this winter season.
And a good lesson to learn. I was huffing and puffing in that last little uphill, just seemed way harder than all the ones previous, and it was like my shoulders and my neck are hurting. Is it just because it's been all day, or you know what? Then I was like, oh, my pack's not sitting on me right, so I had to like adjust all my straps, and now I'm just fine. So pack fit definitely makes a difference.
Feel good?
Hmm?
Table mountain.
Yep.
Down,
Yep. Looming over us.
Oh yeah, that's a decent group.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's 2151. We've got a nice sized bridge and a very decent group.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Hey everyone. You can't really see me anymore. I was gonna do a video leading up to getting to camp. Oh, there it is. Horror, scary story around the campfire lighting apparently. I was gonna do a video leading up to getting to camp, but I ran out of memory
It's not working at all.
It was raining and everything.
You get to have horror lighting.
Okay.
Spooky.
So we got to camp and set up in the rain, which was an experience. But we are now in our tent and dry and listening to Night Vale, which is pretty awesome. And we are just eating our food.
I'm eating.
Dinner tonight is sugar snap peas, tuna creations with some mayo packets and some pickles and some jerky and stuff like that. And this is probably my last video for day 1. I will probably video again when we get packed up and ready to go tomorrow morning. Have a good night.
So you can't see anything, but we are in our sleeping bags, in our tent.
Where are we?
Listening to music and just kind of chilling. And I'm sitting here just kind of having one of those moments, and my head kind of hurts, and I don't have a pillow. I'm actually using my sit pad under my neck as my pillow, and I'm just getting warm enough and sore from today's hike and tired and, not the most physically comfortable, but we are sitting here in our tent. And I couldn't be happier. I wouldn't be anywhere else. This is just awesome in all forms of the meaning. And just wanted to add that before I curl up and try and sleep. Morning, everyone. It's about 8:30-ish in the morning, and Corey and I had a hard time getting to sleep. It was, even with earplugs, it was pretty noisy just because all the wind and the rain, and my sleep system, my training sleep system isn't the best, so it's a bit hard for me to get comfortable and warm, and now we're faced with the real challenge of it is wet outside and it is cold, and we have to get up and get out of our sleeping bags and get hiking. So yeah, and extra bonus challenge for training. Our shoes are wet, so it's gonna be an adventure this morning. But still doing good despite all the crazy. So it's time to get up and pack up, which should be interesting because it'll be the first time that we are packing up this tent in the rain. So lots of fun. Here's our little campsite that we had last night. It's right off the trail. The trail is actually right behind that log.
I'm behind the tent at the moment. And we are just about to pack up the tent itself because we've packed up everything else and get moving. It is quite wet and quite cold, so it is definitely time to get moving. But yeah, absolutely beautiful campsite, and right next to a stream actually, and there's 2 campsites in this area, so yeah, this was just a great place to stay despite the rain and the cold. So we're gonna get moving. Quick video, just because this is gorgeous. I mean, really, really amazing. It's probably not coming out at all on video. Sorry if my voice is muffled. I have a buff around my face because it is pretty cold. I haven't been videotaping much. Just because it's cold and wet. But trail has been pretty awesome this morning, just very wet. Yesterday was mostly uphill, which means today is mostly downhill, which is both a blessing and a curse because uphill gets you warm. But yeah, this is what we're looking at today. There is the stream crossing. Yeah, that's not stream. That's kind of a river. Actually, it's way overflowing from yesterday. Yesterday it was kind of clear water, nice and super pretty, and now it's all brown and overflowing. So we definitely got a lot of rain last night. So, but the trail just kind of, as you can see, kind of winds in and out until we get down to the bridge. I didn't really film this yesterday. I didn't have much room and didn't have much, didn't have space on my phone, and I didn't really have the battery life to kind of film this section. I was hoping to do so today, so. Alright, so we're just taking a very short little water break. We're not stopping today just because it is raining and cold and we're tired and all of that. We're doing pretty good. We're actually trucking along at a good pace. We've only been hiking for about 2 hours and we're almost done. We just stopped because we just finished, I don't know if you can see that behind me. There's quite a steep little hill, and it's just a little hill, but it was pretty straight up, so we took a break, had some water, because it's been so cold that we haven't needed a whole lot of water, but I'm noticing that I'm probably not drinking as much as I should, which I have a problem with, and I know I do, so it's kind of something I've been trying to work on, both at home and while we're out here. I haven't been filming a whole lot because it's like really muddy, really rocky, and just there's so much rain that it was gonna damage my phone if I brought it out. So yeah, doing pretty good, feeling pretty good, tired, you know, I can tell this is a backpacking trip because, you know, the hills are bugging me way more than they did yesterday. So you can tell the cumulative fatigue, but like I said, we're still making good time. I think we only have 2 miles more to go until we're at the Bridge of the Gods again and heading back to the car. So yeah, that's about it. Probably, I doubt I'll check in again until we are back at the car. So I will do kind of a sum up video then. Alright, we're back at the car. The last little stretch was kind of grueling, not because it was super uphill or because it was super hard. It was actually pretty flat and downhill. But I have a messed up, I have a messed up SI joint, which is a joint kind of in where your hips meet your low back, where your hips meet your spine. And so the muscles want to kind of grip and stabilize and basically cramp. And that's actually pretty common, especially when I'm carrying the bag. It's been an issue for a long time, and I've actually rehabbed it a lot. And there's a lot I can do on trail to help it, and we're actively working so that it's not going to be such of an issue next year, but right now it is. So, yeah, so that kind of had me stopping here and there and stretching and trying to work through that, but I don't know what time it is, to be honest. I don't think it's long after. I'm gonna make an educated guess and probably say like 2:30, because again, we were going pretty slow that last 2 miles. So now we are just getting in the car. Yeah, we're just getting in the car and gonna grab some food, and because we didn't even really stop to like eat breakfast or lunch or anything today, we just kind of snacked a few times and just kind of kept on going all day. So yeah, that's about it. It was pretty fun. The rain was a great experience and a great learning experience.
The honor you do. Honor.
But yeah, it, not our favorite thing, camping in the wet, but
it's more packing your tent up in the wet that's a whole load of interesting.
That's fun. But yeah, so 14 miles in 2 days overnight. Definitely worth it.